want the whole world in my hands, and my team by my side with the whole world in my plans.
What's up, guys? Whiteline HBD here with another video, and today we're going to be doing the much anticipated, much asked for tutorial video on how to get to champion at Town 9 with loons. So I want to make this clear that this video is for people who are already in Masters and have a general idea of how to use loons, but need help learning how to one-star bases and get their way up to champion, because you can't two-star your way up to champion with loons unless you're like some OG wizard loon user, and I'm not. So this is kind of what that video is going to be about. I will upload a how to get to Master League at Town 9 with loons video, but that's going to be later on because currently I'm up in champion right now, so I don't really have any Master League gameplay. So that will be later, but I figured that, you know, I'm up here, I got a bunch of replays, so I might as well get some stuff up for you guys. So in this video, I'm going to explain what bases to look for, what to look for in a base, how to attack bases just generally, and I'm going to be showing replays of the most common bases you will see up in Masters and Champion League. So with that, let's get to the some tips on how to raid up here. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about is the troop comp you want to use. You're going to want to use 20 loons and 60 minions. Now, if you want to really break this down, that is 5 loons per barracks and 30 loons per dark barracks. And then you want to do 3 rage and 1 lightning. The 3 rage are to help take out archer towers and air defenses, and the 1 lightning is to take out the clan castle, which you don't always use. You don't always need to use your lightning spell. And you want to use 6 clan castle loons. That's key. Now, you're doing this because you have a lot more loons than minions, so you want to have those 6 clan castle loons just to kind of like help. Because, you know, 20 loons is not a lot of loons, so the 6 will help. So definitely have the 6 loons. And you do not have to use this exact troop composition, but I do highly suggest it because that's what I use to get so high in trophies. And but, you know, again, 20 loons, 60 minions, 3 rage, 1 lightning, 6 loons in your clan castle. Always raid with your full army composition. Always raid with a full clan castle, and always raid with all your spells. Don't go stupid. And heroes help too. Always raid with your heroes. Even if you have to, you know, maybe gem the altars to speed them up, and you're going to have to gem your spell factory because you can't raid every 2.5 hours. It's not going to work like that. By the time your spell factory is done, you'll be ready to raid. Your troops will be ready. So that's the composition. Now let's get to king and queen usage, which is key when you're trying to clutch a raid. Okay, so now let's talk about king and queen usage. Now, king and queen uses are key when you've got like maybe you're up to 40-45% and all you have are your king and queen. Really, these are going to be the ones that clutch your raid. So what you're not going to want to do is put them both on one side of the base, one behind, you know, king first and then queen, and use both abilities and just go panic mode. That's going to lose because really up high in trophies, there's usually going to be some clan castle little minions from the witches left. There's probably going to be some of those, and there's going to be that barbarian king because you're not going to be able to take them out. So you don't want to do that. You're going to want to spread them out. You're going to want to put your king on one side of the base, attacking percentage that's on the outside, because, you know, usually you do kind of want to leave a little bit percentage on the outside in case you're going to have to clutch it, but really you don't have to, but I kind of do sometimes, depending on the base layout. So you're going to want to put the king on one side of the base to take out the to take out some extra percentage, and also to lure the little witch minions away from where you want to put your queen. So you want to put the king on one side, take out some of the percentage, lure the clan castle to that side, and then you want to put your queen on the other side of the base, or on a side of the base where there's some buildings that are easily destroyable, which are, you know, Teslas, wizard towers, altars, barracks, collectors, and you want to put her on that side. And you want to use your hero abilities really wisely. You're going to want to use your king abilities when he starts getting beat up by air defenses, when he starts getting beat up by the defenses, so that, you know, his barbarians can help and he's got rage. And you're going to want to use your queen abilities not right away, but when she's under fire. And really, using your queen abilities is what's going to clutch the raid. She really is the raid clutcher. So you're going to want to use them really, really carefully. And that's kind of how you want to do it. You will see in like really fast motion how I did it, how I clutch raids. If you really want to see how I clutch raids with heroes, go rewatch some of my older videos on my Push to Champions or my Chilling and Champion series, because I've got a lot of raids in there where my heroes just totally clutch it and give me the win. So that's kind of how to use your heroes, really sped up explanation. Again, you can just go back and watch some of my Chilling and Champ videos or my Push to Champion, and there's plenty of raids where my heroes just save my ass. So that's that. Okay, so now let's first cover what to look for when you are raiding. So you want to look for expos down. This is extremely important because if your expos are up Expos really don't do that much damage to balloons, but they are a pain in the ass when you're trying to clean up percentage with minions. This is just what loses raids for people, because people will raid bases with Expos up, even though they're level 1, they think that, oh, this isn't going to, do much. No, level 1 Expos can ruin your raid, even if they're level 1. So you want to do Expos down unless the Expos are super centralized in the base, and there's a ton of percentage outside the base that is not covered by the Expos. Okay, so then that's that. Remember, Expos down, always look for that. Centralized air defenses. This means that their air defenses are on the inside of the base and do not cover the whole entire base. If the air defenses cover the whole entire base, like all of the percentage, all of the archer towers, it's not a good base to raid. And you'll see all these points. I'll point them all out in the raids in the video. Okay, so now archer towers near the outside. What this means is that the archer towers are like right up against the wall on the outside of the base. There's not many defenses guarding them, and there's not a lot of stuff in the way getting to them. So basically, what I mean when I say this is when you put down your loons, they'll go straight to that archer tower, and they're not going to be hit by like Expos and mortars and okay, not mortars obviously, because mortars are fucking ground units. My bad. When you put your loons down and they go for that archer tower, they're not going to be getting hit by Expos or Infernos or like 3 air defenses. You want like exposed archer towers, and again, you'll see this in the replays. And then you want a lot of percentage outside. What this means is that you want enough percentage outside of the base so that when you destroy the archer towers, and as many as you can, your minions, you can just place your minions around the outside of the base, and they can pick up the easy 50%. If you raid a base with all the buildings on the inside of the walls, then you might not get it, because the base is so compact that even if you take out the archer towers, those air defenses and possibly Expos are going to ruin your raid. So that's kind of what you want to look for when looking for a base. Okay, next thing we're going to cover is when attacking a base, how do you attack it? So basically what you want to do is you want to put 2 balloons per archer tower if uncovered. Now this means that if the archer tower is uncovered by air defenses, it's just basically just out there, you want to put 2 loons to attack it. And if it's really like outside the base, like it's like, you can put your balloon on top of it. You can only just need 1 loon. But those bases are kind of rare. I'm more explaining how to attack the more mainstream bases. So 2 loons per archer tower if they're uncovered, and you want to do 3 if they are covered by an air defense or a wizard tower or Teslas or whatnot. And you want to do 3 to 5 with rage if you're attacking an archer tower that leads to an air defense, or if you're attacking an archer tower and a wizard tower at the same time that's guarded by an air defense. You want to use 3 to 5 loons with a rage spell, and you kind of want to spread your loons out between the 2, or just put them in a line so that the balloons will go in a line from like the archer tower to the air defense and destroy it. And you want to use a rage. And again, you'll see all these in the replays I'm going to show. And you're going to want to kill the CC and queen. The queen is definitely necessary because she can see like the entire base. So if you're going to want to kill the queen, you don't really need to kill the CC unless it's in the way of your raid. Like usually I won't lure the CC on purpose. What I'll do is I'll lure the clan castle with and attack the base at the same time, so I'm not wasting loons. So the CC isn't super important. Now, obviously, it is important if they come out and start destroying your loons, which is why you want to destroy them, but you don't have to like waste troops luring. And then you want to clean up with minions. Basically, you want to clear out all the archer towers and air defenses if necessary. I mean, you can't clear them all out. You don't have enough loons for that. But you want to clear as much as you can so that there's enough percentage on the outside that's uncovered so that your minions, for your minions to attack and pick up the easy 50%. So that's kind of what you want to do when attacking a base. Okay, so this is going to be the last little segment of me talkie with boring titles up here. So what we're going to talk about now are the main tips of getting to champion at Town Hall 9. These are just really basic tips, and I'll kind of expand on them. So you're going to want to stay online. Now what this means is not you train your troops, you do a raid, and then you get offline, go on Facebook, Twitter, or just whatever. I'm addicted to Twitter personally, so I'd go on Twitter. Or go like eat, or go play Xbox. You can't just raid once and then get off. You got to stay online consecutively. Like really, when I was up in the 3700s, I played 6 to 12 hours a day depending on my shield. So I would be online raiding like all fucking day long, and it was terrible. So I don't go above 3600 unless you're like ready to make this game your life. But so staying online. So basically, you want to stay online for at least 6 hours a day, like consecutive, unless you can kind of work around that. With other devices and whatnot, but you do want to stay online and you want to attack frequently. This means whenever your troops are ready, whenever your spells are ready, you want to attack. You don't want to wait. because you only have 6 hours to attack, and that's really only 6 attack with loons, because loons take 45 minutes to train, and it can take, 1 to 30 minutes to find a match, depending on how lucky you're getting. It can take hours, actually, but that's kind of up higher in trophies, so you don't got to worry about hours. But, it could take, up to 30 minutes to find a good raid. So you really only get 6 attacks in your 6 hours, and you get booted offline after 6 hours, so just kind of keep that in mind. So you do want to stay online, and you want to raid a lot, and you raid as frequently as you can, and you want to fill your storages before the push. Why people push with 1 million each, I don't understand. People are like, oh, if I push with this much, when people raid me, they won't take a lot. It's like, or, when people see my base, they won't raid me. It doesn't work like that, man. Up in Masters, Town Hall 9s, they are going to get 100, dude. They're fair game. So fill your storages so you don't run out of gold when searching, and you don't run out of elixir, because, and dark elixir, even though you don't use that much of minions. You want to fill your storages. Don't push with no resources. That's a really, really bad strategy. And then you want to win your raids, because if you lose, you can set yourself back hours of raiding. So you want to win your raids. So you want to make sure you got the strategy down before you go up high and try to push, because if you start losing, it's gonna suck. Up in the 3700s, I lost 160 trophies in one night. Nearly killed myself. Just kidding, I didn't kill myself. I was about to drop kick my phone out of my second story window, though. That's a fact. That's the equivalent of losing between 500 to 700 trophies in one night in Master League. So just kind of put that in perspective. Those 160 trophies took me weeks, like over a week to get. That probably was like 1,000 for me personally. Actually, it was like 1,000 trophies in Masters, because it took me over a week to get those trophies. So you want to win your raids for sure. So stay online, attack frequently, fill storages, and win your raids. Those are the main strategies and main tips for getting up to Champion League at Town Online. Okay, so now we're going to get to the fun part of the video. I'm going to show a screenshot of the base, and then I'm going to show a raid on that base. Now, the raids are sped up because the video would have been too long. Now, if you're still a little bit fuzzy on how to raid, go back and watch these tips, or go back and just watch this whole video, and I'll explain more ways to get in contact with me after this. So, enjoy. Okay, so now with this base, the archer towers, as you can see, are close to the outside of the base. The expos are all down, air defenses are pretty much centralized, and the queen is easy to get. So this is a very, very ideal raid, and also there's a ton of percentage on the outside. So this is a pretty easy base to raid. And so let's get into how to raid it. Okay, so now as you can see, this is very, very sped up, but I did lure the queen. I took her to the top right, and then I took her out with 15 minions. It takes 15 minions to take out a level 40 queen. So then I put 2 loons in the bottom to get rid of that air defense, and I kind of just started initiating my attack. Now I took out that cannon, and I put 3 loons there, and then I put 3 loons on the left side, or the cannon, the mortar. So there were enough loons to take out the mortar, and then to go take out the archer towers. So 3 loons, remember, if it's covered. So then I did 3 on that archer tower, and then 2 on that wizard tower with a rage, because those were covered by an air defense, and those were 2 defenses next to each other. So I figured that it would be better to put a rage spell there. And then I basically just put minions along the outside of the base, and just picked up the easy percentage. And this raid did come kind of close at the end, but really not as close as you think. It does come down to my heroes a lot of the time, but that was a really easy raid, plus 17 1-star. Okay, so now with this base, archer towers are on the outside. There's a ton of percentage on the outside. Air defenses are pretty much centralized. They're not very centralized, but they're enough to take out the archer towers, and the expos are down. So this is also a pretty easy base to raid, although it did come close. Okay, so now, as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 loons there, and then I've had to put a 3rd to take out that archer tower. And then and the Tesla's like that. 1 loon will take him out. But I did lure the queen out. She's like, you got to lure her out. And then I put, 15, 20 minions on her, maybe even more. So then I put 1 loon on that Tesla, and then I put 3 on that archer tower on the right, and then I put 3 each on the archer tower on the bottom compartment. So then basically that took out a bunch of percentage, took out a bunch of defenses, and then I kind of just put the rest of my loons up top with a rage. That's kind of what you want to do with this base, to take out that archer tower, and then I put my clan castle loons right there with another rage to take out that archer tower. Did kind of lure the clan castle, but that's okay. And then took out that air defense. So then basically you just put your minions around the base just to clean up the extra percentage. Again, this one did come close. Unfortunately, a lot of raids do up high in trophies, but it was an easy raid overall, despite how close it came. I still had, heroes were full health, and I had a bunch of percentage already out of the way. So 45%. I did lightning spell that altar just to kind of help me out with percentage. Minions with rage, and then I put my king and my queen down, picked up the easy 50. Okay, so now with this base, the archer towers are pretty heavily covered, but on the bottom they're pretty easy accessible if you use a rage spell. The expos are down, and there's a ton of percentage on the outside. Queen is easily lurable, so this is an easy base to raid. Alright, so Now what I did here with this base is I did lure the queen. I accidentally placed a loon down. That was a misclick. I meant to put a minion, but I put a loon. But that's okay because the loons took out the minion. Then I put about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 6 loons there. I usually do 6 if it's an archer tower and an air defense. I put 6 loons with a rage, and I didn't lightning spell those clan council troops because there was not much of them. So I saved the lightning spell, and then I had to take this cannon out first, and it took 2 loons to do that. And I just put 2 loons down to get to that archer tower, which did get taken out, and I put 2 more down to get rid of that archer tower, and then I put 5 loons there to get rid of that air defense and that archer tower with rage. So if this is what kind of I was explaining earlier. I don't know why I'm studying so much. This is what I was explaining earlier. If there's an archer tower and there's an air defense behind it, or a wizard tower, you're going to want to put rage. And then yeah, that's kind of what I did there too. I put the clan castle troops down with the rage, and that was 6 loons in the clan castle. That's actually key. I forgot to mention that. You want 6 loons in your clan castle. And I probably should mention the troop combo too. 48%, easy 50% picked off with my queen, and another easy raid. So this is another base, easy to raid. Expos are down. Archer towers really aren't that accessible, so this base is a little bit tricky to raid, but once you get it down, it's an easy base. And then the queen's easily lurable, so this base was not tricky. So yeah, let's get the replay on how I did it. Okay, so first what I did is I lured the queen, because she's right there, easy lure, put a bunch of minions, 15, 20 to take her out, and then I put 2 loons, 3 loons up atop, just because there was an air defense there, and I lightning zapped those clan castle troops, which was wizards and witches. Those can be a pain. And then I kind of just lured the witch over there and took her out. And then I put the minions, spread them up top, because there really was nothing guarding of those, of the percentage. And then I attacked from the bottom. And mainly the reason why I attacked from the bottom is just because, like, all the percentage at the top was gone, except for, some of the storages and stuff. And those were all guarded by those air defenses. So I decided to go from the bottom just because there's a ton of percentage. So I think I put about 4 or 5, I probably put 6 loons there. And then they went and took out those took out the air defense on the right side, and then they took out the wizard towers. Now, I put the clan castle loons down with the remaining minions behind, and I do, well, not the remaining minions, I put some minions behind, and I kept some minions with me just to help take out some extra percentage, and I picked off some of those builder huts, 48%, and as you can see, there's a couple percentages on the outside right there, 49%, and easy 50%, and that was kind of how to raid that base. This is another very frequently used base. This base is really easy. The expos are down, always expos down. Air defenses are pretty centralized, and those archer towers are easy to get to. And there's a bunch of percentage on the outside, and if you take out the archer towers, there's a bunch of free percentage. So let's get in how to raid it. Okay, so now, first of all, I did lure queen. No, I didn't lure queen. I lured clan castle by destroying an archer tower. Now, you don't want to waste loons luring clan castle. So I lured it with that by destroying that archer tower, and I'm sure there were more like clan castle troops in there, but I just kind of left them because I really didn't need to take them out. I did waste a bunch of loons there trying to take out that archer tower, but I did lure the queen. So then I put about 5 or 6 loons there, or 4, somewhere in there, just to take out that Tesla and the archer tower. And then I put 3 loons each, basically. I put 3 loons on those archer towers. Again, 3 loons is usually enough to take out an archer tower, and if it's not, then use 4 or 3 with a rage. But really, those archer towers weren't that guarded, so I just put 3, and then I put the minions around the outside to pick up the extra percentage, and then I use the clan castle loons and I think my heroes and the rest of my minions at the bottom. Now these bases can be a little bit hard because you're not going to get 50% by just attacking from the top. You got to go from the bottom. And there were more clan castle troops, so I was just like shit. So I didn't have enough troops to take them out because I barely had any minions left. So I put my clan castle, not clan castle. I don't know if those. Yeah, I put my clan castle loons in with the minions on the right and then the heroes on the left, and got that. Okay, so now this base is another kind of variation. Now this base is a little bit trickier because the archer towers are centralized and the air defenses are not centralized. But the expos are down, but a lot of percent of the outside. But this is a kind of a tricky base to raid. So let's get into it. All right, so with this base, I lured queen, brought her up to the top, and took her out. That's the first deal of business. You got to take out that queen because she will destroy your loons. So then I put 4 and then 3 just to take out those archer towers. And then I think I put 3 and 3 or 2 and 3. No, I put 4 maybe. I think I put 2 and 4 up there, or 3 and 4. So basically I just took out the top half of the base, then brought those clan castle troops out. Didn't lightning spell them because really there's not that much to lightning spell. And then I just took those out really quick. So, and then I put another rage, and I put 3 and 3. Or, no, I put 2 on the archer tower, and then 3 on the air defense with a rage. So again, if you use 5 to 6 loons, kind of. and then I put the minions around the base to clean up the rest of the percentage. And, you know, as long as you can find a base with a lot of percentage unguarded on the outside, it'll be an easy raid. So up to 48%, and then I just put Clan Castle Looms at top. I did go for the 2-star here, and I think I would have got it if I would have been a little bit more patient with my minion use, and if the minions would not have gone for the king and then the Clan Castle troops. I probably would have gotten that 2-star. But that's okay because 53% and plus 11. Okay, so now with this base is super frequently used. I see it all the time, and it is the easiest base to raid ever. Expos are down, air defenses are centralized, archer towers on the outside, plenty of percentage, easy base to raid, always. Okay, so now with this base, so what I did is I put 2 on that archer tower, which not only, you know, destroyed the archer tower, but lured the clan castle. Again, you don't want to waste loons luring clan castle when you don't have to. So use your loons wisely. So then I just zapped them, put some extra minions in to take care of those witches and wizards, and then I put 15 on the level 40 queen. And then I put 2 loons there, which didn't quite do the job, so then I put 2 more. And then I put 2 on that Tesla, 3 loons on that archer tower just because it was guarded by the wizard tower and the air defense. And then I put a bunch of loons right there because, as you can see, there's 2 archer towers kind of tucked back. So I put a bunch of loons with rage. And then just minions kind of around the base, cleaning up the extra percentage. This is a really easy base to raid once you kind of like learn. Basically, you can raid any base once you learn how to raid it. Bases are hard to raid until you learn. So this is kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to teach you how to learn I'm trying to teach you how to raid certain bases. So 45%, this was actually a really close raid. 48%, and then I put my queen. Now hero usage is key. That's what's going to win and lose raids. So, boom, 50% plus 10. Okay, so now this base used to be really frequently used, but it really isn't that anymore. But I do still see it quite a bit up in Champion and Masters. So, this base is actually really easy to raid. Ton of percentage of the outside. Expos are down. Easy raid. Okay, so now with this raid, what makes it so easy is that there's a bunch of archer towers on the inside of the base. So you don't have a lot to take out, and there's a ton of free percentage. So take the queen out, bunch of minions, and then rage spell 3 and 3, which is enough to take out the archer tower and the air defense. And then there's a dragon in the clan castle. This is what fucking killed me right here. Dragon in the clan castle is always bad news when using minions because it takes a lot of minions to take out the dragon. And so what I did here is I lured the dragon over there, and I just continued my attack. Really, I don't care too much about the clan castle. I'll just kind of like move them around a little bit, and sometimes I won't even take it out. Sometimes I'll just take the dragon around the base a couple times and just not even take it out. But I could put a couple minions on the dragon just to get rid of them, and then I put my minions around the base, just kind of spread them out, and just picked up the easy percentage. Now, as you can see, I still have 6 loons, so really it does not take a lot of loons to raid this base. So 42%, bunch of percentage still left for me on the outside, and as you can see, it was kind of coming down to the last seconds here, but it usually does. You got to be really patient when raiding with loons. You can't raid quick every time. So 9 seconds left, boom, plus 13, easy victory. Alright, so now with this next base, this is super frequently used base as well. Easy to raid, expos are down, archer towers are easy to get to, same with the air defense, and there are archer towers like in the middle. So it's just a really easy base to raid if you learn how to raid it. Okay, so now with this base, so what I did is I took out the queen. She was on the left side, just took her out. Air bomb did screw me over. It took me a lot of minions to take out this queen, and it took me a while to do it because she's a bitch. So I took out the queen, got her out of the way, and then I lured the clan castle by trying to destroy this archer tower down here, but there were so many damn traps that I couldn't do it. So almost did, and then that air defense was guarding too. And then I just kind of lightning spelled those troops, the clan castle troops, and then I just attacked them with the minions at the bottom, just got them out of the way. And then I put 3 loons on the archer tower, and I put 6 loons on the cannon with a rage, and that was enough to get to the cannon and then take out that air defense. Now, I was not able to take out the archer tower quite yet, but that's okay. So again, 6 loons, and then rage, and then I put 6 loons on the left side too, and they got the air defense. And those 6 loons were from my clan castle. So clan castle loons on the left side to get rid of the air defense. Then just minions kind of to take out the base at the bottom. So 40%, still a bunch of percentage at the top, easy. Just kind of picking them off with the minions as well. I still got some troops left over, so I'm going to put some minions on the easier stuff to destroy, which are the barracks and builders' huts. And then 50%, easy plus 17. So now with this attack, this is going to be the same base, but a little bit different layout. This is kind of the easier layout to raid. Archer towers, easy to get to. Air defense is easy to get to. A bunch of percent of the outside. And this is going to be kind of a live raid, so this will be a little bit better. So yeah, I decided to put this in the video. So now, lure the queen, took her to the top. took her out with 15 to 20 minions, and then put 3 loons on the bottom there, just because those air defenses were kind of guarding. Oh, maybe they weren't, just kidding. 3 loons to get the clan castle out of the way, and then I lured them to the top. Well, I didn't lure them. My remaining minions lured them. I would have lured them to the bottom because it would have been a lot easier, but I figured since they were already going to the top, I'd just take them out like that. Lightning spell, got rid of them easy, and then initiated my attack. 6 loons with a rage to get to that to get to that air defense. 6 loons with rage here, and 6 loons will always get to it, always, unless there's some freaking nature happens, something happens and it doesn't. And then there was a Tesla on the left side. I took that out with 1 loon. Spread the minions around the base, easy getting the percentage, and easy 50%. Always, this base is always easy 50% unless the expos are flipped up or the arch towers and air defenses are placed in a weird way. So there's a bunch of percentage on the bottom. So I decided to put the clan castle loons with the remaining minions down there, and they took about got the 50%. But I put my queen in to get some extra gold, and my king, boom, easy plus 14. All right, guys. So that was the tutorial. That was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Put a lot of editing into it. iMovie quit out on me like 6 times while I was editing, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to make, but that's okay. And I know that the videos and replays and explanations were really, really sped up, so I really apologize for that. And I know that a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions because of just how sped up it was, and your questions can be answered by the videos in my Chilling as Champ series and in my Push to Champion series. Now, I've got a ton of replays in real time, not sped up, and kind of like me somewhat explaining how I rated it. But there's a ton of really good replays that you guys can go watch. There's replays where, my king and queen totally just clutch it for me. Kind of just how, king and queen usage, that's really raid winners and raid losers right there is how you use your king and queen. But there's a ton of replays, ton of really helpful replays in those series. So if you guys have any more questions, go watch those. Also, you can comment and ask any of your questions if you have any. I read every comment and I reply and like most of them, depending on what the comment is. Some of them are just kind of like really generic, kind of silly comments that I don't take time to reply to. But getting a Skype call. Bye, Hurley. Hold on. Fucking Hurley just hung up. Cool. Cool, Hurls. But yeah, if you have any more comments, I would be more than happy to answer them in the comments or if you have any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them in the comments. Or you can contact me on Twitter at WhiteLightingHWD. It's the same thing as my in-game name, and it's White, W-I-T-E, Lighting. It's not lightning, Lighting, L-I-G-H-T-I-N-G, and then H-W-D. So hit me up on Twitter if you guys have any questions. I will definitely answer them. I'm on Twitter like all day and night because I'm addicted, and I just can't get enough because Twitter's amazing. So if you guys have any questions or you guys want to talk to me about anything, Twitter's the place to go. Don't try to join my clan in-game because we are probably full right now or closed. So in-game is not a great way to contact me, so definitely comments or Twitter if you guys have any more questions. And that's about it for the video, guys. Again, I'm sorry that the replays were very sped up and my explanations were very sped up. I just kind of had to do that to save time. So get in the video here before I babble on. Remember, if you guys have any more questions, go watch my older series, older videos. Go rewatch the beginning of the video where I explained all those little tips and tricks, or comment asking your specific question. I will get back to you, or hit me up on Twitter asking your specific question, or just, if you have any questions in general, if you want to talk to me, Twitter's the place to go. So this is the end of the video, guys. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your questions, tweet me your questions, and follow me on Twitter at WhiteLightingHWD. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Put a lot of work into this video. I will have a how to get to Master League at Town Hall 9 with Loons video up later when I drop down in trophies, and I will do a hog video, another hog tutorial as well. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Love you all. Peace.
I'm passing notes to all the pretty girls in class. Still, they never reply, but never say never. They never get caught on my mind. I'm trying to get better and grind. Measure my effort and skill, gets better in time. Fresher than ever, and I am who I am. No taking it back, I'm alive and well, what I do, my name is unimportant. But what I say is quite amazing. I hope you enjoy it. I put my soul into this shit.